421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome in to Raff's Good Take on Sports. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, Ticket Weeknights. We got Chris Raff, the man of the hour from 9 to 10 o'clock, Monday through Thursday, joining us via stream. You guys can join in 402-464-5685. We do got Royals on the brick and mortar. And Raff, I was telling DeMornay Pearson all this. Sometimes I encourage the Ticket app, not just because we're, trying to push our own product, but sometimes it's a lifeline. Because if you're a Royals fan, you probably don't want to keep listening to this one on the brick and mortar. Plug in. Locally. 10-3. Seattle Mariners up. Eighth inning. And again, the twilight hours for Kansas City Royals' chances of making any sort of postseason runner seem to be going down the drain. But with that being said, quick update on your Royals. Chris Raff, how's it going on a pretty nice Tuesday here in Lincoln?
It's going pretty good. I saw that Cal Raleigh tied Ken Griffey Jr. for most home runs for the Seattle Mariners in a single season. And then meanwhile, up in Omaha right now, Nebraska volleyball is in a 5-setter. It's nip and tuck right now. So we got score is maybe they'll flash it. I'm kind of doing double duty here. It's 10-8 Nebraska right now in the 5th set. So we got a close matchup in Omaha right now. So remind you that Nebraska has never lost in volleyball to Creighton. So they set the new indoor match record, over 17,000 people tonight at the CHI Center in Omaha. So they've been treated to a heck of a matchup. Oh, Nebraska 11-8. So
I got 12 days. I'm ahead of you.
Oh, you're ahead. That's okay. I'm glad you're ahead of me. That's a good thing.
13-8, Chris Raff. 2 more points.
Look at you.
Creighton.
I think the internet in Alabama is a little bit slower than Nebraska. So. And
we got Allo up here, Raff. I don't know what knuckleheads in Bama are using, but Allo is everybody knows the best possible internet provider.
Then you got Bauer Underground that's putting in all the fiber and stuff. So we still have the light poles or the power poles down here. So we're a little behind, but that's okay. If we're scoring points, I'm good with being behind. So that's okay. That's
8, Raff. They just need one more point. How important is it to beat Creighton in any sport when you are playing for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln?
Well, being that I'm not a big Creighton guy, it's always good to beat Creighton. And then you start having these flashes. If Creighton beats Nebraska, then I start thinking about Iowa fans and, we beat you. And they tend to forget that they don't have any national championships in the case, as AD, points that out all the time. So, it's good to beat Creighton. Just got to keep them down a little bit. I mean, I'm glad they're successful, and and they've had their moments in basketball over Nebraska through the years, and they've had their NCAA tournament success there. So I'm going to take it. So hopefully Nebraska can close this out. But I'll tell you what, I think I'd much rather being rated fifth and sixth early in the year and kind of be that team on the rise. When you're number one and you have that target on your head every single game, you've got to bring your A game because everybody's looking to knock off number one. But that just shows you the quality of this Nebraska team, that they're able to rise up, flip that switch, and, make that run and hopefully close this one out. So, yeah.
And this one, for all those wanting to know, it isn't a reverse sweep. It was a little bit back and forth. So Huskers win set one. And again, they're on the road. They win set one 25-17. They lose the second set 21-25. They come back. They win the third one pretty dominantly 25-18. Then they close one in the fourth 24-26. And then that puts us to the fifth inning. It's match point still.
Fifth inning. You got Royals baseball on your mind still.
What? Oh, I said fifth inning. Yeah. The fifth inning, Husker volleyball facing the fourth set, and that is the match.
Nebraska wins
3-2.
Oh, look at this.
Gets it done. They take down the Creighton Blue Jays. I was saving that one up to cue off when they went and got the win there, but that's a big one for University of Nebraska because you don't lose to Creighton, especially I don't care if it's on the road or at home. But nonetheless, shout out to the Husker volleyball team. They get another win. They stay undefeated. Number 1 Nebraska takes down the Creighton Blue Jays. Number 18 Creighton Blue Jays at that. 3-2, 5 sets. They get it done. All right, Raff. I just want to play a little bit of Hail Varsity. Celebrate another big win for Husker volleyball.
That was awesome. I loved it. Every second of it. Go Big Red. Beat Creighton. So I'm going off script a little bit here tonight. We've had a loss in the acting world today. Robert Redford passed away at 89 years old. Harrison, I'm not sure if you're familiar. Might be a little bit before your time, but one of the greatest baseball movies ever, The Natural. Have you ever seen it by chance?
I have not seen it. No.
Oh man, you've got to watch it. Roy Hobbs, played by Robert Redford, baseball player. I guess it has been out long enough. I can sort of give the gist of the movie and people won't be too upset with me if they haven't seen it yet, except for you. You might be a little mad at me, but it's about a baseball player coming up, rising star, flamethrower, just everything. And ran into some troubles, was out of the game for about, I think, 18 years, and decides to make a comeback. Makes a comeback. Just is amazing. At first, they're like, "Why are you so good?" And he can just hit the cover off the ball. Basically, he does hit the cover off the ball. Got a famous bat called the Wonder Boy, and runs into some nefarious characters towards the end of the movie, and has to make a decision. And it's just an incredible baseball movie. So, yeah, rest in peace to Robert Redford. Just. That movie for me, I mean, that made Robert Redford for me. He was in a lot of other movies. Is
this the movie where the guy's from like another country and he's supposedly like just this freak of nature, like the best?
Nope.
Okay.
This is a different one. This is a little bit before that. This movie came out in 86. It actually, the stadium that they filmed The Natural in was at old Buffalo War Memorial baseball stadium in Buffalo. So they did all the scenes so that stadium was very, had that old nostalgic look to it. So that was always the calling card for the Buffalo baseball stadium there. So that made me think to myself, what are the best baseball movies that were ever made? Text in. What are your favorite baseball movies? Because I got three that come to mind for me.
Okay.
Do you have any baseball movies that come to mind for you?
I mean, Jackie Robinson always sticks out. That was like the big one growing up. Sandlot, first one.
Oh, yeah.
Sandlot is such a classic movie.
Yes.
It's been too long since I watched it. I'm blanking off the one. I'm trying to think of what the name of the movie is. It's not coming to me right now. If I can find the cover of it. It's not Field of Dreams. Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, come on.
It is up. Field of Dreams is definitely up there, but that's not the one I'm actually thinking of. This was an assignment. Someone told me to watch it, and it was phenomenal. And I'm blanking on the name of the movie right now.
8 Men Out.
Bull Durham. That's what it is.
Bull Durham. Yes.
Yep.
Another classic.
Those are the ones that popped to my mind.
Kevin Costner in baseball movies. For a while there, that's all he was doing. But you had Field of Dreams, or actually, you had Bull Durham. Then you had Field of Dreams, and then a few years later, he came out with for the Love of the Game, and that movie is one that I don't think it gets the notoriety that it should. But I'll tell you what, that was a great movie. I enjoyed that movie. And then the 8 Men Outs, for a while there, it felt like probably junior high years. You kind of hear that eight man out story. So I enjoyed that movie. I'm trying to think some other baseball movies. Text line, help out. We need more. What's that?
Do you count the Bench Warmers as a baseball movie?
Oh, I don't know if I do, but I guess you kind of have to, because Bad News Bears. Have you ever seen any of those movies?
Yeah, Bad News Bears. I thought about that one as well. I didn't really watch a whole lot of it, but I know that's more of a non-serious, not really your baseball movie. What are your thoughts on Moneyball? Do you like that one? I think that one is great, but I think it gets a little too praised sometimes about being like one of the best baseball movies of all time.
Yeah, it was decent. I liked watching it, but it was pretty entertaining to see David Justice come out and he's like, "That's not the player I was. I was not like that, the way the movie portrayed him." So he was a little displeased with that. Babe Ruth movies, I like the Babe Ruth. I think John Goodman plays Babe Ruth. That was a decent movie. Gosh, I'm trying to think other baseball movies.
Well, I think you might have said it. Field of Dreams. That's always a classic. 8 Man Out. You said that one as well. The problem with baseball movies is they kind of just stopped making them. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Like they're all stuff before my generation. And some of these movies are great, but there isn't a whole lot of like newer baseball movies that you can go out and watch.
Yeah,
and it's one of the best sports to make a movie about.
Yeah.
It really, the way it just kind of sets up, the way the drama in baseball builds up, it's like it makes it a perfect situation. I'm a little bit surprised that, I mean, the last great baseball movie might have seriously been Jackie Robinson or Benchwarmers, whichever one came out first. I can't think of like new ones.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'll tell you, have you ever been for Field of Dreams? Have you ever been to Dyersville, Iowa?
No, I haven't.
You definitely got to put that on your list. It's one of those places where time stood still. Like when you go there, you still, like, the house is there, and the bench where Terrence Mann was sitting and keeping score on the bench, and you have I forgot Kevin Costner's character. I know it's Annie was his wife, Annie and Ray Kinsella. Come on, Chris, be better than that. Yeah, Ray and Annie still, where they carved out the heart and the Ray loves Annie. That's still on the bench. I mean, it was so cool. I went there by myself, and I mean, I had a time. I was setting my phone up and doing scenes from the movie, walking out of the corn, pitching batting practice to a fake Joe Jackson. I mean, I did it all when I was there. I loved every moment of that. So if you are a baseball fan or you're a big fan of Field of Dreams, you definitely got to go there. I know that they play a lot of baseball tournaments there, and then they also do the Field of Dreams Major League Baseball game there every year. So
which is good that they still keep that thing going.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, to be honest with you, how they get the people there, because it honestly, you like drive through a neighborhood and come out, and then there's the field, and when they were building the first time I went, they were building the stadium for the first one, and it was pretty wild, because I was like, man, they're going to have major, like, where to park people, transportation, but they must have found a way to solve that problem, but I mean, it's just incredible place.
Yeah, I was talking to DP about this. There's just a whole venue of places that I need to go to. Like, I haven't been to Soldier Field yet. I'm almost waiting to, like, I don't know if I like need to go there before the new stadium happens.
Yeah.
But it's such a crap field. Like, it's like not one of the better stadiums. It's not the worst, don't get me wrong, but it's just a very ugly one. I wouldn't necessarily make it a bucket list. Going to a Bears game's on the bucket list. Soldier Field, maybe not so much. I do want to see it, but I'm not breaking my back. Baton Rouge, Louise. If I could go to an LSU night game.
Yep.
Have you been?
I've never been to I've been to the stadium, but I've never been to a night game there. But you can feel that. That's a crazy place too. Like, I remember standing down on the field, and the one side Oh, I need to talk to Coach Bush on which side, but they have one side that it's just monstrous. It goes up so high, and you just think of what a night game would be like there. And it's crazy. They used to, now it's the stadium's old, that they had like dorms. So back in the old days, the football team used to live in the dorms inside the stadium, but now those dorm rooms are like for like the art students. And they have like their little art places inside the stadium. It's a pretty cool stadium. But yeah, definitely I'd have that on my list of places to go to watch a football game. Would be LSU.
It's gotta be one of the thickest art rooms too in the country. I mean, honestly, over the stadium like that, like you're an art student, Baton Rouge.
Actually, it looks like a prison. Actually.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
I mean, you're inside the stadium, but they look like prison cells. It was pretty crazy when I saw them. What was the one you said prior to Soldier Field?
Yeah,
I've never been inside Soldier Field, but I've driven by it. And then I think about when you talk about Soldier Field now, I remember Soldier Field before they remodeled it.
I would love to go to that Soldier Field. That one was iconic, because then it's like a bunch of new crap on the old stuff. That's what Soldier Field looks like today. You can see the two generations, and they tried to keep the old stuff intact because it was cool, but it just looks so bad with the new stuff on top of it and all the scaffolding. You can kind of see it. Like, you shouldn't be able to see all the scaffolding holding up the new part, just for the sake of keeping the old. And that's kind of where my love of Soldier Field, like, really just thought they messed that up bad.
Yeah, I give a lot of credit to University when they remodeled the west side of the stadium, that they kept a lot. They were able to not make it look, it still looked good, and they were able to leave the quotes, and they were still able to leave remnants of the old stadium, but blend it in so it didn't look like it was out of place. So big credit to them. I'm trying to think what other sports places that I have not been to, or where I have been, that if you have not been, you need to.
I mean, Madison Square Garden for me. I got and watch an NBA game in there would be, or a UFC event. I want to go to Madison Square Garden. Lakers game would be cool. Like going to the Staples Center. It's not, what is it, Paycor? I don't even know what it is anymore.
Yeah, they changed the name. It'll always be Staples Center to me. It's kind of like Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, even though it's not Heinz Field.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, because it's like still Staples. I even rather call it the Forum than whatever it's called today. But I mean, that one you just would have to go because it'd be incredible. NFL stadiums. I mean, Arrowhead is one of the cooler ones, and I've been there. Newman Field. I don't know why. Something about the Seattle Seahawks field. It seems like one of the cooler atmospheres. Maybe not even atmosphere, but in NFL, it just seems like a really, really cool stadium. That, like, compared to the other ones, it's got its own unique flair to it. And like SoFi, the newer ones are great, but they're all kind of doing the same like design. It feels like Lumen still sticks out a little bit about being a little bit more unique and original.
Yeah, I agree with that. Another one. Have you been to Dallas, Jerry World?
AT&T would be insane.
Completely spoiled. My first time I ever went there, my buddy knew a guy, and he had his family had a silver suite. Saw him standing in our suite, and I look over to my left, and Emmitt Smith standing in the suite right next to me.
One of the best ever to do it.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. That was quite the day. I was laughing so much. Like, we were talking to one of the guys that was in the suite, and he was telling us about the people that were in our suite. And like one of the guys in our suite owns pretty much all of everything expanding west. He owns all that land because the old oil guy, and just selling that land, making it into buildings and stuff. And it was just incredible, and just the type of money that. And I was laughing because I was like, well, I hope if I give my waitress a $20 tip, because it was, all you could eat, all you can drink. Yeah. So it was so funny. But yeah, that was a crazy day. I mean, and it happened to be an awesome game. It was the Peyton Manning versus Tony Romo shootout, the 51-48 game or whatever it was. But yeah, that was a pretty cool experience. First time I ever went to that stadium.
That's one where you just, for the rest of your life, you only watch games on TV. Good luck topping that. Your expectations after something like that, and you're sitting with one of the best. I mean, Smith being there is unreal for that, to be on top of that suite, and also just the company you're around. I don't know how you talk to those guys. You just tell them like, I got a couple acres, or maybe they think that's impressive.
Yeah. No, I just
All of West.
so I just went in, had a good time. First time I ever went to I almost said Invest. Well, it was Invest when I went, but in Powerfield, Mile High. The first time I went to the new stadium, my buddy worked for the Seattle Seahawks, so he got me a field pass. So that was the first time I'd ever been down on a field for an NFL game, and it was incredible. Like the speed. Like I'd been on the field for Nebraska games, and there was no comparison. It was unreal. Just the uptick in speed of an NFL game to a college game. And it's crazy. Like some people always talk about, could a college team play with an NFL team? And it's just like, no, I don't think so. Just being around that speed that's out there. I mean, even the worst team in the NFL, it's just it's so fast and it moves so fast. And when they call them professionals, like watching Rod Smith warm up, I mean, that was the old receiver for the Broncos, if you're not familiar with him. Just watching him warm up, watching Ed McCaffrey warm up. Terrell Davis was coming off a knee surgery, but I was just watching those guys. It was incredible being that close and seeing just how quick and how fast out of cuts Rod Smith was, and just his footwork. It was awesome.
Yeah, the idea that a college team could play with the NFL died for me. I mean, you start watching NFL enough and you're like, there's no way. Like, I don't even care if it's Bama. You get some of those games where in 1 year, maybe LSU or Bama, that was the game where you had like Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow. I mean, it was just all great players playing against great players that would go on to have NFL starting NFL careers. But even then, there's no way in hell that team's going to compete. Since we're on it, we only got a few minutes left. Memorial Stadium, like where are you at that they need to do a renovation? And I'm not saying like right now, but is it because it is kind of funny the way Troy Dannon said it. It was like the South Stadium, and then he's like, well, I'm actually going to do the South, Northwest, and East. I'm like, okay, so the whole stadium.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Going to take some time. How big are we in need of a big stadium renovation, if at all?
I actually, right now, what they've done, with the West Stadium, they did that, back in 2000, I think it was 2000, 2001. It was right around that time. I remember maybe 99, 2000. They did the West Stadium.
Remember the stadium without it. So it was definitely in that era.
And then the East Stadium, they did that probably that's been 12 years ago, maybe 12, 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came and they did the North Stadium. And that's when they put the boxes up actually I take that back. They did the North Stadium. Then they did the East Stadium. So it was North and then East. The South, I mean, there's room. I mean, if they want to do something in the South end zone, but one of the things you're going to have to look at for that is it's going to take depending what they decide to do. I mean, if they decide to implode the entire South Stadium, you're going to lose all those seats, which is probably 25, 30,000 people, 25,000 probably. So you're going to lose that for an entire season. So, are they up for that? Are the fans, going to be up for that? Or is it one of those things to where they can leave it and, they can build inside of it, sort of like the Bob Devaney with what they did when they put the boxes, inside Bob Devaney. So it'll be interesting to see how that progresses, because that'll be one of those seasons to where you'll see Nebraska's attendance, go down to, probably 50,000, I would guess.
Yeah, and I wonder, that's why it's like, let's go ahead and put the pause on this. Like, obviously, with the amount of money they spent on just like the practice facilities and the training, all that good stuff. And then also, like, let's see how much money this football program brings in before we throw a bunch of millions at this again. It's for what Troy Dannon, the way he kind of phrased it, to me, it just sounds like really big aspirations on what they want to do. And part of it is like the seating, a lot of questions like, do you get rid of the benches? That's going to hurt your attendance as well. But then people get a little bit more room. I mean, Raff, I don't know. You probably didn't have too many situations where you're sitting in the bleachers like that, but is that a deal breaker for someone who is like, how tall are you? You're taller than me.
6'7". I'll tell you what, we went to the Alabama game 2 weeks ago, and I was so smushed in. Like, they put 100,000 into Bryant Denny Stadium, and they could probably definitely, lower that down to about 85,000, because I mean, I was so smushed into my seat. I was like, this is crazy. I was like sitting sideways. I mean, we were so smushed into our seats. Right. But you know what? Another one is Buffalo. They're getting their new stadium. They're cutting their attendance by like 20,000 people. Well, you got that waiting list for people waiting for tickets. So that's one thing I haven't, we're not close to Buffalo. So there might be some people that are, having some gripes about that, because man, that would stink that you're getting close to that list to get your season tickets. And all of a sudden it's like, and you're down to 45,000, and you don't see that fan base, a lot of people, giving up their tickets anytime soon. So there's a good chance that you probably won't see season tickets in your lifetime if you're a Buffalo Bills fan that's down in that 15,000 zone for waiting for season tickets.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I know Northwestern is going through it as well. I'm trying to find a really good picture that kind of illustrates so Northwestern, I'll pull up the picture. It's not the prettiest, but you get a good idea of what it actually looks like. But they're going through a new stadium renovation, and I know it's Northwestern, but they're actually going to be going down in attendance. And one thing I don't understand about Northwestern, and we'll talk about this before we leave off here, is they're not building the location where their makeshift field is at. If you're Northwestern, why don't you just build the stadium there, is what I don't understand. You're right by the lake. It's right next to a lot of your facilities. The stadium that they're building isn't massive by any means. I don't know if there'd be if it's a room situation where you don't have enough there, but you could probably expand that shore a little bit if you need to make a little bit more space. It's not super steep drop off over there. I'm just a little bit surprised to see Northwestern, because their new stadium is also going to drop their, obviously not by the makeshift stadium, but the stadium they had prior that was definitely run down. They needed a new one, but their attendance is going to go down as a result.
Yeah, probably be loaded with boxes, I would guess. I mean, it's going the way of the corporate games is, where a lot of the money's at these days. So I'd assume your attendance is going to go down, but your corporate boxes will go probably way up, I would guess.
I always forget about that part. It's the people that are buying all of West Dallas that I need to talk to, that are, I mean, those are the people putting in the real money. I'm buying some tickets here and there for maybe friends and family, but those
look at down at Kansas, David Booth. I mean, given $300 million, because they've got probably 3/4 of that. Two-thirds of it done probably, because the next on the project is the other side that they have not done yet. So, I mean, that stadium, when that's completed, that's going to be a really nice venue, and they're going to put in, like the shops and stuff on the outside of the stadium. So that's going to be really cool when they complete that.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. And there's going to be enough money left to spare, which is the crazy part with how much Booth put into that. On top of, I'm sure some other boosters are going to throw some money into it as well. But yeah, that entire place it's going to look different, especially in the football world. With that being said, though, we do got to throw it to break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are listening to Raff's Good Take on Sports. We'll talk to you guys in just a little bit.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com. and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwissow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Harrison Arns still on the ones and twos. Another score update, 12-5. Bottom of the ninth inning. Kansas City Royals still down by 7 runs. And again, their record 75-75 on the season, with playoff hopes really slipping away here as we're getting towards the end of the season here. But you never know. Crazier things have happened in the past, but it's looking like a long shot for the Royals more and more. They definitely need to figure out a way to pull this one out. But like I said, pretty unlikely. 12-5, bottom of the ninth inning. Chris Raff, segment number 2. I know we've had some press conferences. I know you had Tom Brady being an announcer as well in the first segment's notes before we went on a side tangent there. Floor is yours.
Yeah, Tom Brady. So interesting thing happening last night. He was sitting in the coach's box for the Raiders game last night against the Chargers. I myself, I'm not sure because, being a broadcaster for Fox and, being able, meeting with teams and stuff during the week. Yeah. I mean, I don't think, the coaches and players, intentionally give anything up to him, but I mean, that's more knowledge for him to put into his, bank. And that, being an owner and being that closely, like at first I thought he was a minority owner, kind of like the Lewis Hamilton type for the Broncos or Condoleezza Rice. Like you're a minority owner, but you're not, in the day-to-day operations, but sitting in the coach's box with the headset on and then being on the number one crew for Fox. I think he needs to make a decision. I think the NFL's got to do something about this.
Really?
Yes.
I'm taking the opposite approach. Like, I don't really. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's got rules and guidelines there. There's no rules saying that he can't do that. There's certain things like he can't go grab like the tablet and start, but he can wear the headset. Should pull up the article that I was reading before. If I can find it, I'll give you the exact quotes. But I mean, he's not breaking any rules. The NFL issued another statement. And until something actually happens, I just don't think anything real negative can result out of this. Like, I don't think Tom Brady's going to start leaking information and start. I'm just not there with Tom Brady.
So how about, let's say I'm big into theoreticals. Theoretically, the Raiders make the Super Bowl and Fox is calling the game. Is that good? Are you good with that? And they're playing the Bears.
Let me hear Tom Brady talk about his Raiders first. I don't know if I'm more too. I really wouldn't mind Tom Brady calling the game still.
Really, and then my idea is this. This is my idea for Fox. So if they're good with him sitting in the box, in the coach's box during the games. The next time, I don't think it's scheduled to happen this year. He calls a Raiders game. I think he needs to be able to call the game from the coach's box. I mean, that'd be must-watch TV to hear, what he's saying, to, the coaches and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just
breaking some rules if we do that one. I know for sure.
I don't know. Just something to me. It's just different. It's like I could get it if it was just, in name only, but sitting there with the headset on, he's definitely not sitting there with the headset on if he's not. I don't know. I guess it can go both ways, but to me, I'm just like, come on, Tom, don't you have enough? I mean, you're getting paid $375 million from Fox. You're, minority owner for the Raiders, and then you're trying to, kind of pull double duty in a way that and then you're coming out of retirement and playing in a flag football game. I mean, when it rains, it pours, because I can only imagine what kind of money that they're paying him to participate in that, next summer.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot more time on his hands, especially with the divorce going on. Like, he's just all over the place. He doesn't. You're not wrong. Like, there is a conflict of interest that does exist. That's fair to point out. I'm in the lane though of like, until that conflict of interest gives me, real rhyme and reason to notice it. I'm just like, to me, it's a little bit of a molehill, and maybe it becomes a mountain, but I'm not suspecting that. I think it'll work its way. It'll work itself out fine. Like, I don't think we'll run into games where it's like, oh my God, what is Tom Brady going to do here? This is a nightmare. Like, he'll call a game for the Raiders and it'll on Fox and it'll be good, and people will just kind of move on.
Well, I guess what sort of perked my ears up was the NFL last night. Their site posted a thing how he meets with Chip Kelly throughout the week, and they have calls throughout the week about what the offense is going to do. And then the NFL came out today and took the post down. So it's like they're almost not I don't want to say the word guilty, but they're almost saying that something it's rubbing some people the wrong way. Like, I don't know. It's stuff like that, but it's the Raiders. We need to think of something to talk about for them. So, I mean, I guess it puts them in the news.
It's also Tom Brady. It's like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, who's going to be the first one to tell him no?
Yeah.
When he knows he's just going to bring bang for his buck when he's working for the NFL like that. And here's the NFL statement that they put out. There are no policies that prohibit an owner from sitting in the coach's booth or wearing a headset during the game. Brady was sitting in his booth in a capacity as a limited partner. All personnel sitting in the booth must abide by policies that prohibit the use of electronic devices other than league-issued equipment, such as the Microsoft Surface tablet sideline viewing system. So, again, the NFL is saying he's not breaking the rules. The conflict of interest comes to when he's broadcasting as well, and what information is he passing along? And again, that's the conflict of interest. Where until it flares up, I just don't think it's actually gonna. I don't think Brady's an idiot where he's gonna be just ruining his own career, because he's aware of he's something on an edge right here, and I think he's smart enough to walk the line appropriately.
Yeah, and with him too, it's sort of like NIL for college for the players and stuff like that. We see a lot of stuff that's wrong with it, but the players are doing absolutely nothing wrong. He's doing everything that's allowed of it, but it's just kind of your ears perk up a little bit because you're just like, but is that right? That's where I'm like, and then I'm thinking to myself, the Raiders and Broncos, they're conference opponents, and if he calls a Broncos game, it's like, what, if he like, I know that coaches and players, they don't divulge anything, but when you're in meetings and stuff like that, just hearsay, just, being around it, it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of feels like kind of an unfair advantage. I mean, this is coming from, a conference that back in the 80s, the Alex Spanos, the owner for the San Diego Chargers, when they were San Diego, he thought that Patrick Bowlen had bought a building next to their practice facility just to spy on their practices. So, I mean, it's been around for a long time, and now you're putting, your competitor. I mean, if he's acknowledged himself as, a Raider, which he has with the outfits and stuff like that, you're letting a Raider into the Broncos facility. And I'm like, no, sorry, Fox, you can send, what is it, Joe Buck? You can send Joe Buck, but no Tom Brady. You're banned from the building.
Maybe that's the approach some NFL teams take. I don't really know. Because to your point, like the Raiders are that division, but the Raiders in particular, I mean, that was the team that had the hardest bone cast, where they just cast up their entire arm and the thing was like a rock, and you could just level people's helmets off with it, just knowing that, faking it, it's got a sprained hand. Let me just wrap this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times to where it's just a club.
No,
Raiders have done that in the past. So, I mean, there is a little bit of Raiders skepticism there. But again, I'm on the line of, I acknowledge a conflict of interest. I'm willing to let Brady walk the line. And if it blows up, that's the NFL's problem, not mine. Or that's Fox's problem, not mine. So I can watch them afar.
And if the Raiders make the Super Bowl, something went really wrong.
No.
Yeah, watch them make the Super Bowl. Does Fox call the game this year? I don't even know which network calls the Super Bowl this year.
I haven't looked that far ahead. I couldn't exactly tell you who, but we are up to another break here. We got Raff's good take on the other side, but real quick, just so we do scrub on it a little bit, Michigan's coming up here.
Yes.
Does this game feel any different than like what Colorado felt like last year, or any of the big games that we've had, a top 25 opponent in the past?
I think it's going to lead up to the same crescendo that what the Colorado game was. I think there was a picture yesterday of balloons, from the university website. So there could be a balloon sighting on Saturday, which that'd be fun to see. I love the balloons. So hopefully there's some balloons on Saturday. Hopefully there are a lot of balloons on Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully in the first quarter.
In the first 3 minutes. Yeah. Hopefully they don't have to hold them for too long. But hopefully, there'll be a balloon sighting. And I think when game time comes around, you have the Bussin' Bowl. You're playing for the Bussin' Trophy. You're going to have, not the major people in town, but you're definitely going to have some people in town. So I think it's going to have that big game atmosphere. And like we talked about, rushing the field and stuff like that. It's like when you're 0-27 against your teams that rated in the top 25. I mean, I say go nuts. If Nebraska wins, and if the students want to rush the field, more power to them. I mean, celebrate. I mean, we've not had anything really to celebrate for in a long time. So I'm excited. I hope Nebraska shows up, plays good, and kind of maybe puts the nation on notice a little bit that, hey, there might be something, developing in Lincoln.
Yeah, and to your point, go nuts, storm the field if you want to. I think I would told you this yesterday. It's like the streak is 0-27 versus ranked opponents.
Yeah.
If you get a win there, it's okay to celebrate and be a little happy. Maybe don't bring the goalpost down to the river, but storm the field a little bit. I'm okay with that.
Take the goalpost down to Oak Lake.
Yeah, you can take the Holmes Lake. See if you can. It probably hit the bottom of Holmes Lake if you put it upright. You can just have a field goal standing up in the middle of the.
Man.
With that being said, though, we do got through at the break here, so don't go anywhere. We got Raff's good take. You will take us through all the way to that 10 o'clock hour, and then of course we still got DP. Myself, we'll cover it for another 2 hours all the way till midnight. So don't go anywhere. One more segment of Raff's good take on sports, then me and DP will carry the rest to midnight.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Final segment. Raff's good take on sports. Going to carry us through as tradition. As always on the third segment, Raff's good take. Also, FYI, we are back live on the brick and mortar. So, Raff, you get to talk to the local community, at least for 5 minutes. All those who weren't listening on the Ticket app anyways. But the Royals do lose. 12-5 final. Kansas City Royals below 500, 75-76 record. Mariners move up to an 83-68 record. Not looking great for the Kansas City Royals. But there is your score update. And again, they play tomorrow. Again, 6:40. It'll take on the FM airwaves at 93.7 The Ticket at 6 o'clock again tomorrow. All right, Raff, what's Tuesday's good take on September 16th?
All right, everybody. Today's Ralph's good take goes out to a true Lincoln, Nebraska hero. It goes out to Jess Sundin. Jess works for the Lincoln Transportation and Utilities here in Lincoln, and he was out in the Highlands with the contractor, and the contractor actually got hit by a trailer of a semi truck, and Jess jumped into action, provided first aid, called the first responders, and even was able to call the person that got hit by the semi, call his father and let him know what was happening. Just amazing. You always wonder what happened when you're put in that situation. And Jess, rose to the occasion and was a true hero. So, Jess, you are Raff's good take.
That's a great one. Because I think you said it perfectly there. Like, you never know when you're going to be in those situations. And you hope to God that some angel or somebody shows up to help you out when you know you're in a situation where you're completely helpless. And I think we all like to think we would do it. But when you're in the moment, I think it's kind of hard to really stop, especially when you see a situation as hard to look at as something like that, and to have the nerve to lock in, don't show up. Like, even myself, even if I had the best heart and I stopped by, I would, try not to panic the people who are in the situation, because my heart rate would probably be through the roof. So for him to handle that with the calmness and ability to get everybody acknowledged who needs to know, again, like, when you're in those moments, you are just praying somebody as nice as Jess like that shows up to help you in a dire time of need. So that's a great one, Raff. Shout out to Jess. What was the company?
Lincoln Transportation and Utilities.
Good job, Lincoln Transportation Utilities as well. You guys hire well, and again, if he's got the DNA to go ahead and stop at a crucial time like that, he deserves all the flowers out there. All right, Raff, that's gonna wrap it up for us. Get us out of here. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, and then of course Thursday. But the floor is yours. I'll let you say goodbye to the people of Lincoln, Nebraska, while you're down there in Bama country.
All right, everyone. Lincoln, have a great rest of your night, and remember, be nice to each other.